Oh, Breaker 19, this here's the gear jamming deer. Whitetail has got your front door. Come on. I feel like I'm going more and more CBer with that intro every time I say it in these videos. Starting the engine helps. So, continuing right where we left off in the San Francisco Wharf. Let's not hit the sign. Now, if you'll remember from the end of the last video, we discovered that you can hear the doors unlock when you set the parking brake. They should lock automatically when you get over 15 miles an hour. It would be interesting if that sound was included in the game, too. Hey, since when does this road get this wide? I don't remember this road going to 4 lanes in each direction. Also, it's a little... Pretty sure you should be able to see the other side of the bay. Oh yeah, I've got a picture on my phone of San Francisco from the other side of the bay, so you should definitely be able to see the other side of the bay on a bright sunny day. Though I guess maybe the south side of the bay is slightly wider. I've never been down 101, so that could be possible. Get past this Western Star. Get out of my way, Western Star! And then the lane ends. I love it when that happens. Oh, and the left lane ends at almost the same time. That's not going to cause traffic at all. Why does it even go to 4 lanes in the first place? Why did I decide to come into California? Stupid 55-mile-an-hour speed limits. I remember when this game first came out. Obviously, I was still a kid. I'd never been to California before. And I thought the fact that in the game there were truck limits was an accidental carryover from ETS2. Obviously, California and a couple other states in the US do actually have separate car and truck limits. But I didn't know that. Virginia is not one of those states. There are like 3 roads in the entirety of Virginia that have a different truck limit. So, you know, when I was playing this game, when California and Nevada were the only states in the game, I had an interest in the West Coast. I've always liked the West Coast. You know, I like San Francisco not as a place to live, but like I like the architecture of San Francisco, if that makes sense. So, you know, when I was young and didn't know anything about actually living in different places, San Francisco was my favorite city just for the architecture. So naturally, when I got this game, I put my base in San Francisco and spent quite a lot of time driving around in California and just assumed that SCS had made a mistake with having a separate truck limit, because that's not like that in America. But that's how it is in California. And Oregon, and Washington, and parts of Tennessee, and in Indiana, and possibly Illinois, parts of Illinois. And, you know, there might be a couple other states that have, like, 1 or 2 roads that has a separate speed limit, like in Virginia. But those are the ones where you see it a lot. And Tennessee isn't even a lot. I think it's, like, 1 interstate where the truck limit's lower. Need to get up in Nevada, run around up there where the speed limit's really high. Or Texas. Texas has some good speed limits. Go down and haul oil in Texas, that'll make me money fast. Looking in the sleeper, since this truck actually has a stand-up sleeper, looking to see how accurate it is. My truck, in real life, doesn't have cabinet doors because the driver that had it before me took them all off, presumably because they wouldn't stay closed. It's a common problem with internationals. So when I looked in the back and saw that cabinet door, I was like, wait, that's not right. But no, that is what it's supposed to look like. It's just not what mine looks like. It's a shame California sucks so much, because it is very pretty. past this bus. It heard me. Good, now the dumbass four-wheelers can get out of the way. Go on, get! Sorry, but I don't have a lot to talk about this episode. But like I said, this is supposed to have a sort of just a chill sesh sort of vibe, so I'm not gonna be trying to force myself to come up with things to say. Come on, people, your speed limit is 65. That's a problem. Sort of wish maybe they can do this once they've gotten the game running a little better with high traffic levels. There needs to be a special traffic event for large cities, and stuff like detours on busy highways, where it just specifically produces a bunch more traffic in that scenario so that you get proper backups like in real life. Oops. Hit A and X at the same time. By mistake. Just fat thumbed it. It's like, given the amount of traffic we've been driving in all night, I feel like coming up on a complete road closure like that, going up a tiny ramp with a light right at the top of it, that should have been a 2-mile backup. Oh, and I meant to mention that if they do something like that, it needs to be an option that you can disable. Because obviously some people don't want to sit in 2-mile backups while playing a video game. Someone used to do a video comparing how long it takes to make money if you're running solely in California versus running in states where you can go faster. I'm just looking like this load that we started, and granted, we didn't do a lot of it. Like, we basically stopped not far from where we'd originally started. But, you know, we did do some of the load in the last video. And it's not that long of a load, and it's already taken most of this video to complete it. And I'm speeding again. It's really easy to speed in California, when even most megas can go fast enough to speed. Like, coming into Paleto Bay. This area actually looks a bit more like Chumash. Yeah, Chumash. It's sort of interesting if someone made a mod for this game that replaced Southern California with San Andreas. Right lane stay the whole time. Alright, as we're about to deliver this, I want to set the goal right now for where I hope to end this recording session. Basically just somewhere that's not California. Might be able to achieve that in the next video, might take 2 more. I'm gonna record as many videos as it takes for me to get out of California, and then that's probably going to be the end of my session for today, but by the time you're seeing whatever that last video is, I'll have gotten more videos recorded. Yeah, see, this is where the controller gets a little annoying, maneuvering a long truck around tight spaces. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, this is going to be the end of this episode, though. I cannot believe that load took an entire episode to deliver. That's part of why I want to get out of California. I should be able to do 2 loads in an episode, I feel like. And once again, that wasn't even that long of a load. Definitely didn't pay like a long load. Anyway. So, I'm actually stopping a video, not with a load for once. I'll be picking it up right here in the next one, and we'll be trying to escape California. Until then, keep the hammer down, drivers.